As you guys can see, our student shout out is this poster. All the students get to pick the student shout out for the week. So I'll give them a piece of paper with all the students' names, and then I give them the option to choose one student that inhabits like all 8 habits that we have. They're kind, they're responsible, they're respectful, and then I tally it all up, and then I announce the student shout out at morning meeting. And what I do is I just ask the student for their favorite colors. I write their name on the anchor chart, and then students during their free time or when they have some downtime, they go over to the anchor chart and they write a nice comment to that person. And it's just really nice and encouraging, and every single person gets student shout out at some point. So I really encourage students, like everyone's gonna get it. It's kind of in their control, and you know, I always let students know to be fair, not to just choose their best friend. And then the student that gets student shout out gets to sit at my back kidney table. They get to bring 2 friends anytime for independent work, just to hang out back there with them. Hello guys, good morning. Welcome back to a new weekly vlog. I'm kind of starting this vlog over in a way because I just realized again that I was in slow motion as I was talking to you guys yesterday, which I don't even know what button it is, but I need to figure it out and just like turn it off so that it doesn't just accidentally do it. I'm sure you guys like saw clips of me in the morning and like talking and stuff, but I can't edit anything whenever it's in slow motion. So anyways, I had our 3-day weekend, and our 3-day weekends every single time, no matter what year I'm teaching, no matter what grade, day after a 3-day weekend is always very exhausting, very chatty, which is to be expected. I mean, like, it's a little bit longer, it's a little bit more out of routine. So yesterday was very tiring for me. I'm trying to remember what I updated you guys on yesterday. This week I'm doing walk and talk, so this is something that we started implementing this year. If you watched my last vlog, the students either get a choice to walk and talk, or they get to go to breakfast, sit and chat. I am one of the adults this week that's going to be down there. So basically what I do is just welcome students to school, say hi, walk with them if I want to. Otherwise, it's been a great few weeks so far. I can't believe it's already like the 4th week of school. It doesn't feel like that at all, but we are definitely into the routines. We've started math, we've done ELA, we took our first math quiz over volume yesterday. Yesterday I was showing you guys that we have started science notebooks this year, and I just kind of thought we didn't get to be as hands-on as I wanted science to be last year. So this year we're kind of watching the mystery science videos, taking notes at the same time all together. I just put my document camera up and then we just take notes together. We'll draw pictures, those kinds of things, whatever it is to help us remember different things. And then usually we have one day out of the week that we do our experiment. So last week, does air weigh anything? So we actually did one of the experiments. And then this week we did some mold terrarium. So we're trying to figure out how mold grows, when does it grow, and what conditions. Yesterday we talked about, do worms really eat dirt? So every week a new lesson, a new experiment. I've been really loving this and just making sure that we're prepared for all of the different experiments. And I don't think we're going to get to every single one, but we're trying to make sure that we get something for the students so that they can remember each lesson. I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out last weekend, so it's been 10 days or 11 days today. Something that I've been needing to do for the last like 3 years, and I feel so good about it. I was so paranoid about like getting dry socket, but thankfully I did not. Yesterday I got my stitches taken out and everything's been healing really well. They even gave me a syringe yesterday because I've been getting food stuck in my gums and it's so annoying. I was a chipmunk for like 3 days, kind of swollen, had bruising on my cheek, but other than that, it's been pretty good so far. I was also really good about like not eating any chips or like straight solids for the first few days. I really stuck to like a liquid diet for 24 hours, and then 48 hours I made sure to eat like really soft foods, and then I would clean my mouth out and do a saltwater rinse and all that good stuff. Okay, so I forgot that we had plan time this morning since we didn't have school on Monday, so now I have prep time in the morning, which I miss so much. Like I said, this morning we did some more volume. I always teach from the iReady math slides. we do it together. I use my markers, students come up, they participate, they also write down the answers with us. And then sometimes we do some stuff on the whiteboard as well. And we ended up doing some fluency and skills practice. Saying this last year, but I always look at the different sessions and then I see if they have any fluency skills. So I printed this one off. This was for lesson 2. And yeah, we just practiced doing some multiplication, some length times width times height, and counting up our blocks. So that's what the students did. And then if they finished this, then they started doing some of their iReady diagnostic. Yeah, this morning, Chelsea and I are going to look at our field trips that we had this year, message parents about the field trips, message them about any donations, and then kind of like what to expect for cost for one student, like how much it's going to cost, since we can't fund every single field trip that we have. But I know that we are going to Biztown like we do every year. We want to do like the Star of India field trip, which is going to be really cool, ship that we have in San Diego. And then, yeah, I need to make an iReady anchor chart for all the lessons that we're doing right now so we can get like hyped up and the students can have something to look forward to. And let's see, I need to grade quizzes today. But yeah, my students checked homework over this morning and kind of just do like a quick little check to see who did their homework, who didn't, but most students usually do. The next few days are going to be like 90 plus here, which is kind of not rare, but it's really hot for San Diego. So I did wear this dress. I've had this for years. I thrifted it a long time ago at Plato's Closet. But yeah, this is from originally Aerie, I think. It's pretty long, like a longer short dress. I mean, it goes to my knees. I just paired it with socks and sambas because I wanted to be comfy. And yeah, Modern Make Company lanyard like always. I love this one. Guys, happy Thursday, September 5th already. Craziness. Oh gosh, I have to go to walk and talk in only a minute, so that went by really fast. Happy Friday. I'm so excited it's Friday. Yesterday I was leaving here thinking like, wow, I'm exhausted. I feel like it's been a weird week. It's like a short week, but it's also a very, very hot week in San Diego. So we've had indoor recess, indoor dismissal like this whole week because it's over 90 degrees and it's extremely hot here. I remember when I lived in Missouri, we always had indoor recess if it was like rainy and not really for the heat. I think our students are kind of just like cooped up. Usually in the morning we have our snack break and the students just kind of like sit or stand or walk around, but I think we're going to turn it into like a snack break / you can run around, use equipment, so that they can get at least some energy out before the day kind of fully starts. So we're gonna do that today and see how that goes. I feel like our day's gonna go a little bit better as long as we do that. Today for lunch I packed pasta. We always just make pasta because it's easy. It's easy to pack, it's easy to make. We make a ton of it so we can have it for a few days. So just bow tie pasta, and then we always use the Rouse sauce and ground beef. And then I've been loving these lately. I've just been packing one of these balance breaks. I feel like they're kind of expensive. I buy the pack and it's like 3 for $4. I don't know, whatever. But I like having these because I feel healthier eating this instead of eating chips, because last night I just ate so many Doritos because I was just so excited that I could eat chips again. I left my Stanley at the gym yesterday, so I hope it's still there. If not, I'm gonna be really sad, but it's also my fault that I left it. This morning, it's so funny. I have this little pimple patch on my cheek, and I dropped Indy off at daycare, and she's like telling the daycare provider, look, mommy has a pimple patch on. I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's so smart and funny, and she's just exposing me. Anyways, this morning, like usual for this week, today's the last day for me to do walk and talk. Yesterday I made an iReady anchor chart. So I made this yesterday. I just went to Google, typed in iReady anchor chart for summer, and keeping it cool for iReady. I haven't explained it to the students yet. So I just made it yesterday, and then I'm gonna let them know. Usually what I do is they have to fill in all of the squares before we get some type of celebration, and I'll have a crayon up here. They can fill it in orange or red, and then I ask them to use a black marker to fill in their initials. and it kind of just like makes them feel important that they're up there, their name is up there in a simple way. I can also check on iReady to see how many lessons each student has done. So if I notice that maybe one student or a few students only have done one lesson and everyone else has done 10 or more, I can kind of look out for that. I was gonna have the students vote, but you know, I think they might be down with a popsicle party or like an ice cream party, something like that, since, you know, popsicles. I have this anchor chart paper that's already has grids on it, so I just followed the lines and I was like, wow, this is genius. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep this here. I don't think I want this bulletin board to be just for the anchor chart for the iReady stuff. I might move it over here just so it's easier to access, because I feel like it's gonna be really hard for students to reach over and color in. So I think I'm gonna move it over here. If you didn't see my first week vlog, I talked about how we made classroom rules. So I just posted that here to remind students of what they came up with if we ever need reminders. Hello, in the car. I feel better. I feel like I have sucked at vlogging this week. I still feel like it's the first few weeks of school, still getting to know my students, honeymoon phase is over. Just trying to like balance it all with the new plan time and stuff, and then by the end of the day I'm just so exhausted. Fridays we don't have plan time anymore either, so it's hard for me to like pick up the camera, but I know y'all understand. Today was a better day than yesterday. We let the kids play in the morning and that definitely was a game changer. They were so happy, we were so happy. So that definitely helped get the energy out a little bit. In math today, we're just still doing volume. I still get my students up to the board and they interact and they do lots of hands-on and they get to kind of lead the math problem. So we did that for math, and then in ELA today, we're finishing up just like Mayan adaptations. Reading more of our reader American Civilization stuff, filling out our activity books. And then in science, we just kind of followed up and we're checking up on our mold terrariums. We brought in like bread and different things and testing out if we leave food out versus whenever we put it in the fridge, what happens. I literally I just crushed like a half Alani. I love these. I love the little sizes because there's only 100 milligrams of caffeine instead of 200, because that would make me go crazy, but I feel kind of dehydrated now because it's just been so hot here. And then we did art at the end of the day, followed by Fun Friday, and the kids love that. It was a good day, you guys. And on Fridays in our household, we do movie night, and I also do takeout. Today I got shawarma, guys, which is Mediterranean food, and it's so good. I always tell the girls, Friday it's movie night, and usually Fridays for some reason have been just like me for a few hours just because of Brandon's work schedule. So it's nice whenever I have dinner ready to go. I also know that the girls love movie night, so that's also nice and reassuring. So it gives me time to like settle down and decompress a little bit whenever they're watching a movie. I'm gonna try next week to just be a little bit better about showing you guys more of what we're doing in the classroom, and just like different systems and procedures and things like that, just to kind of share more, because I feel like I haven't really shared anything. I haven't really shared as much around the classroom what we've been doing. I just kind of been talking to the camera. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog off here since it's Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are also teachers, I hope you're enjoying your weeks, your first few days, whatever the case may be. Let me know down in the comments how it's been for you in your first few weeks. I just know it's been hectic and crazy for all teachers starting back up. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Look out for that one, and yeah, bye.